Let's bring you through the newspapers this morning. I'm going to start with the Times Ireland edition, and it's a picture of Jack Charlton looking pretty well. Jack Charlton and Insets, his brother Sir Bobby, Sir Geoff Hurst and Roger Hunt attended the funeral of the World Cup winning goalkeeper in Staffordshire yesterday. Former teammates turned out for Banks. It's a long time since Gordon Banks died for the funeral. As we've always mentioned in England, the funerals are like weeks and weeks after someone dies. It's crazy. What the hell is wrong with England?
Well, what is the thought process behind it? I know I'm putting you on the spot there.
I've never.
Is it a religious thing?
No, I don't think. No, it's like
loads of funeral masses before.
I think it might be like capacity.
Right.
Might be a capacity issue generally. That's what I've heard before, but like that doesn't make any sense either. It's like speed things up there. Fans won't force Bale out of Real. So Real Madrid and Gareth Bale and Gareth Bale's agent have all been briefing against each other. Gareth Bale's agent has criticised Real Madrid's disgraceful fans and told them they will not force the Wales forward out of the club. He's also given another interview in the tabloids where he's talking about how much money Bale earns and how expensive it might be for anybody who wanted to sign him. He gets 350 grand per week after tax. That's not bad.
It's not bad at all, is it?
And Kenny, no project players. Ireland under-21 manager says that he's against bringing rugby's residency rule into football. Stephen Kenny, the Ireland under-21 manager who's due to graduate into senior post next year, is totally against naturalisation spreading from rugby into football. The IRFU has capped 8 players born abroad at senior level after they'd earned Irish citizenship by living in the country for 5 years. Although the rules in football are more complicated, Stephen Kenny's against it. I wouldn't be in favour of the residency rule being expanded into football. My personal view is that somebody couldn't live here for 5 years and play for us. That's not the true essence of international football. I don't necessarily agree with that. I've got to say, I mean, if somebody comes to live in a country, are we anti-immigrants? Is it like people can't move and live in another country and become part of that country? Is that what we're saying?
Is this
like
point that people
go all around the world and have done for like 1,000 years?
Is this point that people would move to the country with the express notion of actually playing football for Ireland?
No shortage of advice for Brunel as he juggles his options again is the lead on the Irish Times on their Sports Tuesday. And then Ireland need feel-good factor and form for the World Cup. We do definitely need form. I think that's almost more important. We need a plan. Like, what happens when teams understand how to shut us down? What do we do then? What's our plan then? Because everybody seems to understand how to... They've done a bit of video work on us, it turns out. Howard's way forward makes peers of his role models. Last year, the Raheny footballer won an All-Star with clubmate Fenton, but there's more to be done. So that's the Brian Howard. Brian Howard's got a chance to be football of the year. Do that good?
This year, he probably does. It depends. Like, we just don't know how many minutes he's going to get. It's a very, very strange thing to say about anybody who's just coming off the back of an All-Star year, but there is no guarantee of any places in that Dublin team except for Cluxton, Fenton, Kieran Kilkenny, Jack McCaffrey.
I think Howard's getting close to it.
Probably is. He's probably in that next rung.
Conor Callan, he's guaranteed starter. Probably coming
Dean
off
Rock is a guaranteed starter. Like, I'm not sure if Conor Callan is guaranteed starter. I would say Paul Mannion is probably a tad closer. O'Callaghan has started the year quite well. But it's so strange that you can talk about any All-Star as a maybe when it comes to a starting 15 player, but that's just the depth with which Dublin operate.
The Daily Telegraph, United in tug of war for 100 million teenager. Old Trafford Club and PSG battle to make Jadon Sancho the most expensive English footballer in history. So Dortmund got him for 7 million and they're going to sell him for 100 million a year later. That's good business.
Yeah, it's not bad. Even the good old selling days to Bayern Munich, probably still ongoing. But even in the peak of that a couple of years ago, to like Lewandowski and all that sort of thing, wouldn't even reach those heights.
Benny Didieu is Ruby Walsh's nap of his rides for the week. Around about 5-2 for Ruby Walsh to be the leading jockey at the Cheltenham Festival for the 12th time. And JP McManus, the kick of backing a winner has never faded and remains one of the greatest feelings. There is still nothing like it. Obviously, gamble responsibly. And the Indo this morning. Philly, stop complaining and just try and beat the Dubs. Shut up, basically. Shut up and stop fixing the rules. Stop changing things just to beat us. Come on, beat us. Come on. He says, with his hand broken in training, apparently. So he'll be out for a little while. And United and PSG battle to sign 100 million Sancho. And also, Kieran Marmion looks set to return to the Ireland squad for this week. That's it. I've got the Irish Examiner PDF for you this morning. Or do we? We do. Blocking out the noise, Fianna McMahon challenges Dublin's rivals to become contenders. Babyface assassin, there's more to Solskjaer than Mr. Nice Guy, says John O'Shea. No levy, Tracy Kennedy signals clubs won't have to contribute to park costs. Gail Fico reveals the French mindset for the Ireland clash. And a different perspective, medals can't be the only measure of indoor athletic success, which is true.
Back page of the Herald this morning leads with Ole can do it. O'Shea says Red's able to pull off PSG mission, and the photograph on the back here is what a difference a week makes. So that's Sharon Rovers' Aaron Green, sent off last Monday against Bows, celebrates his goal in last night's 3-0 Premier Division win over Finn Harps at Tallaght Stadium. Back page of the Irish Daily Star this morning leads with the Alexis Sanchez news. Crocked, says the headline. Sanchez's United career in tatters as Chileans ruled out for the rest of the season. Back page of the Mirror then goes with Gareth Bale. Kiss chase. Bale agent fuming over treatment. It's nothing short of a disgrace. They should be kissing his feet. That's what he says of the Real Madrid fans who jeered him when he was taken off after 61 minutes in El Clasico on Saturday. The Sun then, out of your league. It's the Gareth Bale story again. His agent saying no Premier League club could afford $650,000 a week Real star Gareth. And it's the same story leading the way on the back page of the Irish Daily Mail. Bale's Real crisis. Agent hits out at fans as they turn on Gareth. And hurling league final set for the end of the month. Says Micheál Clifford here. They're going to postpone the Allianz Hurling League final by just a week, ensuring that the month of April will be ring-fenced exclusively for club fixtures. And then finally this morning, it's The Guardian and it's fixture fury. Pochettino hits out at massive disadvantage for Tottenham, and football says goodbye to a legend there. That's the main picture, as you can see from Stoke yesterday. Jack and Sir Bobby Charlton among the mourners, as thousands of football fans, families and school children line the streets of Stoke to pay tribute to Gordon Banks.